The phone rang before dawn. A private number. I answered, voice raw, already knowing the sound would carve into me. "Your niece," the officer said. "Hit and run. She didn't make it." Silence followed, heavy and suffocating. Then another call, a different voice, smooth, arrogant. "My son is untouchable. Back off." The billionaire, his words dripping with power he thought eternal. I listened, breathing measured, then answered with steel. "You're clueless about me. Surround him, or you'll find out." He laughed, a hollow, cocky laugh. He didn't know. 10 minutes later, his lawyer called, tone stripped of pride. "Who are you really? We'll do anything you say." And in that moment I felt it, the quiet shift of control, the storm bending to me. She was gone, my niece, 7 years old, her shoes still in my hallway from the last time she visited, sticky with playground dirt. I replayed the officer's words. Didn't make it. A phrase dressed in neutrality, meaningless, except it gutted me. The boy who killed her, drunk, reckless, sat somewhere behind guarded gates, sipping water imported from Italy, while my family drowned in grief. My sister's cries still rang in my head. Her knuckles bled from pounding the hospital wall. And I stood there, the one they all looked to, the one who didn't break. But inside, something cracked. It wasn't just the boy, it was the father, his arrogance, his certainty that money insulated him from consequence. The betrayal wasn't only against my niece, it was against justice itself, against the very order of things. And betrayal demands an answer. I didn't rage, I didn't shout, I studied. His son's name buried under layers of legal invisibility, but not invisible enough. The internet forgets nothing. I built a map. Names, dates, indulgences, the boy's history painted in DUIs scrubbed clean, victims silenced by settlements, police reports that vanished like smoke. And then the father's empire. Charities designed to launder reputation, boardrooms where judges sat as honorary advisors, media outlets bought piece by piece. I saw the pattern. Not wealth, but rot. Every night I returned to the files. Every day I walked among the living, calm, unremarkable, while beneath my ribs a storm gathered weight. No confrontation. Not yet. Revenge doesn't sprint. It crawls. It waits. Until the prey believes it's safe. The first real fracture came from a report I shouldn't have accessed. Blood alcohol content. The boy was 3 times over the limit. Covered up within hours. I dropped the file on the billionaire's desk. He looked at me, pale beneath his tan. "You don't understand." I cut him off with silence, just watched. The silence broke him more than words. His jaw worked, his hands trembled. He was a man who'd always spoken, always dictated. Now he couldn't read me. "You want money?" he asked finally. "Name the price." I leaned forward, calm. "It isn't money, it's truth." The truth arrived the next morning. Front-page headlines. Exclusive footage leaked, his son staggering, laughing, seconds before impact. The world saw, and it didn't look away. Stocks collapsed. Shareholders screamed for his resignation. The empire he'd built with decades of deceit began to crumble in hours. I sat across from him once more. This time, no lawyer, no entourage, just a man unmasked. He whispered, "You destroyed us." I didn't correct him. He had destroyed himself. I was only the mirror. The funeral was quiet, small, honest. My sister clutched her daughter's toy rabbit until her fingers went numb. I stood beside her, not as savior, not as hero, just as someone who had seen the cost of silence and chosen to make noise. The billionaire disappeared from headlines within months, swallowed by disgrace. His son vanished into rehab, stripped of privilege. But I didn't follow their stories, because I wasn't seeking justice anymore. Justice is clean. What I wanted was ruin. and I got it. As the grave dirt fell, I looked down at the small coffin, not for closure, not for peace, but to make a promise. The world bends for men like him until it doesn't, and I am the one who makes it break. I walked away from the grave, not lighter, not freer, just colder, carrying the knowledge that in the quiet war between power and truth, I had won.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.